then...
What about Harry?
OK, let's start with Harry.
We haven't done anything royal this morning.
Let's start with the royals, then. Okay. Why not? Take it away.
Well, this is a Telegraph story. I think it's in the Telegraph and online. But this is about the Biden administration kind of resisting calls from Harry's lawyers whether or not this ongoing thing about releasing his visa records over the alleged... in Spare, he admitted to taking... Remember his memoir, Spare? He admitted to taking cocaine, marijuana and magic mushrooms. And a lot of people are saying, was he honest and truthful in his application, in his visa application? You have to say, have you taken drugs? He said no, and then in Spare he said yes. So I think this is absolutely fascinating. They're saying they can't release these records because there is a stigma attached to law enforcement records. Yes, there's a stigma attached to that, but then don't say... everybody else, if you write yes on a visa application, you will be chucked out of the United States. You will be denied entry. So I think this is fascinating that on this issue of whether there is a stigma for Harry or not, he can have his law enforcement records not released into the public domain.
The bottom line is, do we want him back?
No, actually the bottom line is, was he honest and truthful in his application to the United States?
I suppose there's another argument, which is maybe he was entirely honest and truthful in his application and dishonest in the book.
Which do you believe? I know which I believe.
So either he did and he was a naughty boy, or he was a naughty boy by claiming he did to spice his book up. Is that what you're saying?
Well, it would be a legal defence for him in this whole case to say, it was my book, my tell-all book, ghost-written book, which maligns the royal family in all sorts of ways.
Signed off by himself.
Isn't entirely true.
But that was part of his defence. That was what one of his legal team actually said.
So what's interesting is it seems to be becoming a political dividing line in the States because Biden is the administration trying to do Harry a favour by keeping them under wraps, but Trump has promised that he will, the file will be made public if he wins again.
Trump's been very strong on this. He said, if Harry lied, then he's out. Which is, a bit worrying for the rest of us, because where's he going to go? Is he going to come back?
The one thing about America is their politicians make ours look sane, which is saying something.
I'm slightly confused about this whole story, because, OK, sure, Prince Harry has said this. How many pop stars, rock stars, movie stars, the difference is...
Well, I don't think it's just a British... I think millions of Brits, to be fair to them, lie on the form every year. Millions of people from around the world lie on the form every year. Not, of course...
I'm not going to name any pop star specifically, but I would be mightily surprised if any hadn't indulged in what...
Yes, but of course they haven't given written evidence in their biography that they have, and that's the difference.
It's not whether you have or not, it's whether
you can be caught.
OK, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm pretty sure Ozzy Osbourne might have admitted in the past to have taken some illegal drugs. I'm pretty sure he's
documentary footage of him literally doing something. It's so odd, actually.
Yes.
Because I think almost everybody will have said no, nothing, and you literally have to say no, nothing. Taken nothing ever.
And I mean, you look at the kind of Brits who sort of swan down West Hollywood and Sunset
but even normal
Boulevard
people, not just the celebs and the pop stars, but even normal people.
The problem with this story is if you have taken drugs and you don't lie about it, then it's normally not a problem, as long as you're honest. It's the lying about it. It's whether
and Niall Gardner of the Heritage Foundation, and on very regular on this channel, is pursuing it doggedly. And so perhaps Ozzy Osbourne doesn't have a terrier after him like Niall.
Perhaps.
Who is firm in his determination.
Shall we return to this country, of course, where